Hello and welcome to the Dragon Way podcast, where we showcase the culture of the MSUM Dragons football program through the lens of those who lived it while they played and how they're living it today. I'm Wade. I'm your host, and I like B-dubs. Shout out, B-dubs. For those of you who don't know what the Dragon Way is, simply it's 4 things Dragon football focuses on to create men of character. Do what's right, find a way, be a great teammate, and keep getting better. That's the Dragon Way. Here to talk about their experience playing for Dragon football and living the Dragon Way today is Jakup Sinani. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So, Jake, what's going on in your life? Can you tell everyone where you're at, what you're doing?
Yeah, so graduated last spring, through the whole COVID thing. Decided it was time to move back home to Wisconsin. Working out here at Northwestern Mutual, doing financial planning. Tough decision to leave, but one was a decision that had to be made.
No doubt. All right, man. So just going to rattle off a few questions here for you. Excited to hear what you got to say, just being someone who was just very recently in the program and has probably got some really good insights. So first one I wanted to ask you, what were you looking for in a football program when you started the recruiting process?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pieces to that question. I think when you're in high school, it's always fun getting out and talking to as many coaches as possible. And then through that, you kind of realize they're all kind of saying the same things. And you kind of get caught up in, I want to talk to all these different coaches, all saying the same things. But what really stood out to me in MSUM was they told you how it was, and they weren't afraid to be different and tell you different things than what the other coaches were telling you. They weren't kind of blowing everything up and making everything sound like it was going to be this great time playing college football, because obviously the ones that play it know it's not always going to be great. There's going to be ups and downs, and that's how they told it. They told it what it was, and that's kind of what stuck out to me was they didn't always make it sound like it was the chest underneath the rainbow. They told you it's going to be tough. We're going to make you a better person through it, and that's something that really stuck with me.
Well, all right. So how did Dragon football meet those expectations, and where did they exceed expectations?
I think where they met it and exceeded at the same time was they always talk about how good of a culture we have here. They met it when I first came in. The second I came through the door, all the upperclassmen welcomed me with open arms. In a lot of locker rooms, you hear it all the time about all the hazing and stuff like that. That never really happened at MSUM. Obviously, there's going to be jokes and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's coming from a family and everyone there cares about you. And that kind of just went on from freshman year all the way until the end. There was always that family culture, whether it was a new class coming in or guys leaving, there's always that family culture. And I always rely on everyone in that locker room to be there for me.
So what's different about Dragon football?
I would say the biggest difference in that is not necessarily the play of saying, we go to MSU. We don't have the greatest so-called things, and that's not what we're worried about. We're more worried about having great people in the program, and that's what makes the program special. Where some of the other schools in our conference may have more flashy things, and that's kind of what they show off. Where here at MSU, we are more worried about the people that we have in the building, and then we kind of let the people do the playing, and rather than we got new jerseys every year or the best equipment in the conference. It's more worried about we have the best people in the conference.
Couldn't agree more with that statement. All right, what part of the Dragon football culture and the Dragon Way connected with you the most?
I think it was just through all the leadership stuff that we have going on, or that's in the spring or in the summertime. You really learn how to connect with people. And I think in the business world, that's what it's all about, is making connections with everyone. Doesn't matter where you come from, anything that you like. It's just finding ways to connect with people. And that's what makes our team so special, is that you can connect with everyone on the team. You can find something that you have similar in with everyone. And it's just finding that and just making a relationship around that rather than your differences. It's just finding the things you have in common and things you like, and you really can have a really good relationship with those people.
And how have you applied what you learned while in the Dragon football program to your life today?
Yeah, I think just looking back through the years, obviously there were some good times going to the bowl game, and then obviously my freshman year when we had the 5-6 year, that was kind of one of the low lights in my football career. And you kind of just learn everything. Clockways famous statements. It's not always as good as you think, and it's not always as bad as you think. So in those low times, although it feels like it's like the worst thing ever, there's worse. I mean, through all the workouts that we've gone through, there are some tough ones in there, and there's times where you're looking around and everyone not knowing if you're gonna come out of it alive, but obviously you do. So it's just like having good perspective on things and realizing, you know what, my senior season got canceled. Yeah, that sucked, but at the same time, there's bigger things in life than obviously playing football. There's more memories to be made out there, and that's something that I learned, which is never look at anything that's too low and think how bad it is, or never when we made it to the bowl game, not thinking, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever. Obviously, in the moment, it's a trip that I'll never forget, and that's something that I'll take with me forever. But at the same time, there's more to life than just going to a bowl game. It's all about when we're there for a week. Obviously, the game didn't go our way, but at the same time, through that whole week, there's relationships there that were made that I'll never forget. So it's just realizing the highs are never too good and the lows are never as bad as I think.
Cool. All right, man. How did you change from before Dragon football to now because of that experience?
Yeah, I would just say I grew as a person. When I came into Dragon football, you come in being, oh, you're the star player at your high school team. Well, when you come in to play college football, everyone's just as good as you, or if not, they're better. So it's just realizing you're good at certain things, stick with that. No matter what your role is on your team, coming in as a freshman, it was, you got to be the backup and be supportive. Well, you got to embrace that role. Same thing now. Just starting a new job, it's like you just got to slowly make your way up, and you know what your role is, and you got to do your role to your best of your ability. And that's something that football has really taught me through my years.
All right, Jake. Well, I know you're a busy man, and I appreciate you for your time today. And I just want to say thanks for coming on to the show real quick and telling the people, your side of your story. And I think you're another one of those guys that people look forward to hearing what you had to say and your experiences and all the great things you did for the program in your time. Thanks again, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, cool. Good job. All right, I'm gonna plug this thing real quick, this little shout out thing
here, let's hear it.
And then we can chat. All right. You can listen to the Dragon Way podcast on Apple, Spotify, and of course at MSUMdragons.com and the MSUM Dragons app. If you believe like I do that something great is happening at Dragon football, please subscribe and share the show. Until next time, do what's right, find a way, be a great teammate, and keep getting better. That's the Dragon Way. Thanks for listening, and go Dragons.